Hi, I'm Bruce Ferguson, the Director of Sales and Marketing at Vantage Point Software. Thanks very much for stopping by and taking the quick tour of the HRA Global HRIS. HRA Global is the latest evolution of an HRIS system that we have been developing and marketing since 1991. HRA is continually being updated and features are being added to continually improve the system and the functionality that everybody wants. It's used by hundreds and hundreds of companies and all types of businesses all over the world. HRA Global is extremely flexible and caters to all sizes of companies, anywhere from 100 to 5,000 active employees. They can be in a single location or they can be in locations around the city, country, or even globe. You can access the HRA Global anywhere you have an internet connection, whether that be in the office, at home, at a hotel, somewhere else on business. That allows you to get at the data and action whatever things you need to. Data is also encrypted and the transmission across the internet is protected as well. So there are no prying eyes going to get into your data. The first thing you do after you log in is you'll get messages, announcements, birthdays, etc. And the first thing the software will check for, this is whether or not you have it turned on in your preferences, is whether there's messages or any HR related announcements from other operators on the system. It also checks automatically for birthdays, anniversaries, or anyone who may be eligible for benefits, or even it'll check for and remind you about performance appraisals. When you come to the main menu screen of the HRA Global, you'll notice it's got a clean design so that you can become familiar with it fast. You can find the information quickly, and also for your information, there's an HR resource center there where you can set up a URL to common links like salarysurvey.com or the EEO webpage, or you could even, if you'd like, set up your employee manual so that employees can access it and answer their own questions, or links directly to your benefits provider. When you come to the main employee summary screen, there's a whole bunch of information on the employee that is summarized for quick answers to any questions you might get. On the top left is information like their name and address, phone number, that sort of thing. On the top right is a summary of their leave grid, the Lamar leave grid, which is very powerful for tracking and monitoring any leave categories that you've defined in your code tables. Custom formulas for the leave modules are set up for you during the installation process and are based on your entitlement rules. We then show you the last 4 most recent salary and position history entries for an employee. This is based on activity codes which you choose again in the code table area. The employee summary screen is very unique and it's designed to give you quick answers so that you can respond to any requests or information about a particular employee. In addition, when you go down one more level, there's 36 user-defined fields. As part of the summary screen, there are 12 separate modules. The buttons to each of these modules are in a column on the left-hand side of the screen. You can choose to use as few or as many of these modules as your time or your requirements dictate. These modules begin with the salary and position history module and show you where the employee has been since they were hired. Then there's skills and training, tracking, education, their formal education, other information / messaging, and that's kind of like a miscellaneous module where you can create your own codes and track whatever you like telephone conversations, reminders, discipline statuses, whatever you like. There's a performance appraisal scheduling module, a leave tracking module to track sick and vacation days, for example, time worked, track their hours, occupational safety and health module, flexible benefits module with open enrollment, succession planning, personal development, and finally a dependence module. All these modules are included in the standard HRA Global offering. Just below the column of buttons for the various modules is an action button. Some of the things that you can do with this action button are check for messages, access the code tables, or even look at a total compensation overview graph of that employee. With the workflow capability under HRA, you can get an automated email notification. For example, through Outlook, you could approve a leave requested by an employee, or you could approve a training course that they would like to take. You can even approve the employee's hours worked directly from the Outlook email message. You also have the option of going directly into the leave calendar to do further calculations. When you're in the calendar, you can even look at the hours approved or not approved from a calendar out of view. The calendar shows leave and hours worked for information for a particular employee, any employee that you have security to see. The entries are color-coded between approved and not approved for both leave entries and hours worked. The calendar at a glance shows you this summary, and by putting your cursor under any entry, date, or employee, you can view and action additional information on that particular employee. With the HRA, you can even have your own appraisal form integrated right into the HRA database with access from the employee or manager, which would be great for 360-degree feedback, and allows your employee to go in at any time and view their objectives for the upcoming year. And as a final example of some of the capabilities of the HRA, we can have a total integrated e-recruitment module called Open for Hire. This model has just been introduced, and it allows to manage all of your applicants with a direct integration capability into the HRA database. All you have to do is hit one button and it'll bring over all the information you wish on that particular applicant over into the HRA database. If you'd like more information on this e-recruitment module Open for Hire, please call us or email us for more details and we can set up an online presentation. Thank you.